In this video, I will show you how to use the rank function in Google Sheets. What the rank function does is it takes the values in a data set and it will return the ranking number of them. Before I show you how to use the function, I'm going to go over the basic syntax. So this is the basic syntax of the rank function. There are 3 arguments, with the third argument being optional. The first argument is the value that you want to determine the ranking number of. The second argument is the range or array that contains the data set from which the ranking will be determined. And the last argument is optional. It's going to be set to 0 by default, and this controls whether the values are ranked in descending or ascending order. So if you leave this argument out, it's going to be set to 0, which is going to be descending order, where the greatest value ranks number 1. If you place a 1 here, it's going to go to ascending order, where the smallest value ranks number 1. So now I will show you how to use the function. So first we're going to do descending order. So equals, mistyped there, equals rank. So the first argument is a value. So this is the value that I'm going to determine the ranking number of. So I'm just going to put this cell, because in this example data, I just want to rank all of these cells. So that's the first argument. The second argument is the data. So this is the range or array from which the ranking will be determined. So I'm trying to figure out the ranking of this cell from this data set. So the next argument is going to be this. Now, you want to lock your values so that you're taking absolute values. So I'm going to do F4. And then you add your closing parentheses and you press enter. And so this returns 2 because this is descending order, where the greatest value ranks number 1. So this is number 1. This is the second greatest value, as you can see here. So this is 2. Then you can copy and paste your formula down. And you can see this is 1, this is 3, this is 4. So that is using it to rank in descending order, where I'm leaving that third argument out because it's going to be set to 0 by default. Now, before I show you ascending order, let me just briefly show you why we locked these cell references to take absolute values. If I get rid of this and I copy and paste this down, you can see every time I go down a cell, my range also follows along and goes down a cell. So it's not working properly if you don't lock that cell reference. So that's why whenever you're using this function, F4, you want these $ around your cell reference, because that's going to lock the cell reference in place by taking absolute cell references. And then when you paste that down, the formula just stays on that specific range. So next we're going to do ascending order. This is where the smallest value will be number 1 instead of the greatest value being number 1. So it's pretty much the same. Equals rank. This is the cell that I want to rank. I want to rank it from this data range. Lock that cell reference, and this time, comma 1 will get you the ascending order. And then we copy and paste this down. So you can see this time this is 1 because this is the smallest. This is the second smallest. So it's 2, third smallest, 3. The greatest is the last, which is 4. So that is using the rank function in Google Sheets. It's a pretty easy function to set up if you want to know the ranking of different values in your data set. The hardest part is just remembering which way is descending order, which way is ascending order. which is which one's going to have the 1 as the last argument, which one you're going to leave the last argument out. But as soon as you get that down, it's a pretty simple formula. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or content suggestions, just let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer everyone.